You're watching BSB TV, your new home for rock and metal television.
Danny Marty Ray, we are
Live!
Ryan Williams from Metal Blade Records. Is that metal enough for an air horn, or does he need a wah-wah?
Air horn, baby.
Hey! Thank you.
I got the privilege on Monday to pick if you got an air horn or a wah-wah, and
you gave me an air horn.
I gave you an air horn.
Yeah.
You're getting better. You're getting a lot more like metal with the way that you do it. We're really bringing you out of your shell in 2026 is the goal. Welcome on in, everybody. This is playlist number 163 on a Thursday, which means, I mean, we're up to like something ridiculous. Like this is like our 350th stream that we've done, which is mad that we've been doing this long.
Crazy numbers.
And we're joined by Ryan from Metal Blade Records, which is a massive coup for us, we feel. But Ryan is just the nicest guy. So thank you for being with us, Ryan. How you doing?
Great. Thank you guys for having me. Appreciate it.
Also, like, kudos to the setup as well. Like, behind you, it just looks great. And
that is a beautiful setup.
Thank you, boys. My little office here, my little studio office. Yeah.
That's what you like. I mean, I'm sitting in my girlfriend's room right now, and like I've got like
I like the drapes, though.
Yeah, they're nice, aren't they? Like the little tree lights and all that. She set me up nice, bless her. Yeah. But we are here, as always, on a Thursday to listen to some kick-ass music. As you can probably imagine, this will be our heaviest stream for a little while. I say for a little while, probably since the end of last year when we had the Ghost Inside on.
Yeah.
Probably our heaviest stream of 2026. Let's say that, yeah? Let's say that.
Keep it heavy, boys, yeah.
Or do we say that Daniel Bedingfield was the heaviest stream?
Well, he picked a heavy
band. He did. Pico210, thank you so much for the follow. We appreciate you. Thank you. Ben, your drapes match your carpet. Thank you. They do. Actually, they don't. I suffer from a rare condition called gingerbeardivitis, where like I have dark hair. Everywhere else is dark, but my beard goes really ginger. Like really ginger.
It's kind of cool though.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying though. You know, like when you got like, I mean, I've got like I call it Jewish hair. It's that dark. Like I legitimately, it must be from Jewish descent, I swear. And then my beard is just this like Irish ginger beard. It's weird. It's just
I'm going grey, boys. So what can I say?
Yeah, but you look so fucking good. Like if I go grey like that, I'll be happy. At the moment, I've just got a few spots appearing, and it's like I'm starting to worry that I'm going to be like half ginger, half grey, and I'm just going to look like a right travesty.
I mean, that would be an interesting look.
It will be. It will be. Look, Bitter says my whole family is like that. Maybe that's where I'm from. Miguel by Miguel Bilkers. Nearly said that wrong. Thank you so much for the follow. Maybe I am part of the band Bitter, or the family that Bitter are part of. You know, maybe that's what it is.
Could be.
I'm just long lost. But yeah, anyway, hope everybody's good. Chat, you're popping off as always. Thank you for all being here as well. The way this is going to work, as always, me and Danny and Ryan are going to play you. We've got 13 tracks of just absolute awesomeness. I do apologise to Ash in the chat that it's not 14, because last year for Christmas he got 14, as he said, which was we had a little bit of a Harry Potter back and forth, I think, is what was going on in the chat. Ben is secretly from Montreal. Yeah, that's what it is. There we go. I wish. But yeah, and at the end, we're going to be picking our track of you guys are going to be picking our track of the week. Me and Danny don't get involved in that. And Ryan is going to pick his industry pick. Of course, in between each song, we'll give you a bit of feedback as well. And we're here for a good time. Get involved in the chat. There's also a little bit of an update that I want to let bands know about. I'm hoping this works, okay? Bands, for the first time ever, you are going to be able to share the links to your socials in the chat. The one link that I've not been able to fix, and I'm jinxing this, if one band wants to put their link in chat now, just so I know this works, not you, Nightbot, on cue, can you believe that? Nightbot just did that. You're going to be able to put your links in the chat. The only one you're not going to be able to do is Linktree, just because I'm having a couple of issues like setting that up. But Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, YouTube, you can post them. It should do, and I'm just going to check what that was. Yeah, the only thing is it won't let you post links to your direct websites as well, guys. It's just social media, just purely because of the way I've had to set it up. But I'm hoping someone puts their Facebook or Instagram in chat in a second so I can, Also, Mike from Field Hockey, you will be happy to know that I have shut Nightbot up a little bit, and now you will only get timed out for up to. I see the Spotify's not working. Fucking jinxed it, haven't I? I did test
Spotify's
on.
out.
I tested all of this, by the way,
Instagram's
guys.
working.
There we go.
It's working.
I tested all of this like 2 days ago. After the stream on Tuesday, I tested everything and it worked fucking fine. So Spotify, no good, but Instagram looks like it's working. So send some links on there, guys. If I do get notifications from the admin side, I will. I'll accept them if I can. Sometimes Nightbot won't let me do that. Other times it will. But yeah, stick your band's links in there. But what I would suggest doing, if you're in a band, wait until your song's on. Let people hear you, and then stick the links in there now that we've done the testing. Otherwise, we're going to get bombarded with links. Danny has access 100%. To put any link, I think. Do you want to put Pornhub in the chat, Dan, to see if it works?
I think that's a bad idea.
Which one was that? Yeah, see, Linktree definitely doesn't work, guys. Just to let you know, I know for a fact that Linktree doesn't work. But let's get kicking on some music. Ryan, you ready for your first track of the day?
Yes, sir.
Danny, you ready?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Right. So I always have to make sure I'm set up, otherwise it all goes fucking Pete Tong. Right. So kicking us off then today, we've got Descent with Eyes. Nixter, thank you so much. And Ryan is definitely the absolute homie. Oh, a Tiger Made Lightning, that's a shout. Shout out to Chase's mum from those that's loyal as well for following us and for being here.
Thank you.
Also, shout out Chase, love you, dude. ISO, thank you so much for the follow.
Thank you.
I was going to say it's a heavy start to stream, but I think we know how today's going to go.
We do.
It's going to be balls to the wall from the moment a track starts to the moment it finishes. I love the direction that this song went into because I felt like there was a lot of generic choices that it avoided, which I thought was really nice. And I love that kind of guitar. It wasn't really a guitar solo as such, but it was that guitar lead in the bridge section that just worked extremely well. I also thought the lyric video for a lyric video was crisp as fuck. Like, it was so clean. And I'm a sucker. I was one of the, when lyric videos became a big thing, I was one of the guys that like sat on YouTube waiting for bands to release lyric videos constantly. And I don't know why. It was something I've always enjoyed. I think it worked extremely well for this track. Most important question though, we're going to ask. I'm asking for a friend. Chase's mum. Is there a Chase's dad? We need to know. But what a great song to send. It's a really, really kick-ass way to start this off. Ryan, what did you think to your first track of the day?
I thought it was good. Can I comment on the video too? That's probably cool, right?
Yeah.
I thought the video looked clean, but in my opinion, people always want to see the band members. And I know it's hard to like make a real video and shoot yourself, but if there's any way, even I know you're working on a shoestring budget or whatever, if you can put the members in the video, it will always do better. People always love seeing people over, even if you have the best animation and the best, people want to see the members. So I would say that, like, try to get your members in the video if at all possible. I thought the main riff was good, but I would call it a little stock. Like, I might have heard that riff somewhere else before. I thought the vocals were really strong. The vocal patterns were really strong. There was a lot of extra layers and stuff that kept it interesting for me on the vocal side. I also like the bridge part with like the little guitar solo thing in there. I thought that was really cool. But I almost think you could have like ended the song right after that and like cut that last part off. Would have made it a little shorter and a little tighter. And maybe, people have short attention spans these days. So I'm always trying to look for like,
True.
It's right to the point, finish it, leave them wanting more kind of a thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my main takeaways.
I call it the TikTok age. It really
true.
is like, and I know it's a completely different
content.
Yeah, it's a completely different genre, but I talk about this band a lot because they're very good at it. In the pop punk world, there's water parks, and what they do, if you listen to any water parks track, it's the whole "Don't bore us, get to the chorus" on every single song, and it's because of the vertical content stuff. If you get to a chorus, it's just what people want. But I think that it's really, really cool. And one of the things I noticed in chat that kept coming up was vocally being compared to Randy from Lamb of God. And I was getting that more of a hollow sound than what Randy's got. Randy's got like a real spite underneath it, and it's not that this guy doesn't, but he does it in a slightly different way, and I thought it was really, really cool. Very, very much enjoyed that track. I wholeheartedly agree. There is a few lyric videos of still images on today's stream. It's weird. I notice we seem to get, the heavier the streams get, the more kind of lyric video still images we get. And I just wonder whether or not that like bands in this sort of, they don't want to release something where it's not like dirty or like kick ass, as a music video.
Sure.
Yeah.
But like, again, I think a video for this would go ham. Like, I think it'd be really,
I think
really brutal.
even if it was like behind the scenes stuff and studio footage and stuff like that, because it still gives you a flavor of what their personality is like, which is cool.
People want to connect with the other people in the band, and that I think that really helps.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I forgot to say before we started this, guys, we have actually got a exclusive premiere coming up as well halfway through stream, so that will be part of the 13 tracks, but look out for that. And also, you guys are going to get the chance to pick your track of the week. A vote will happen right at the end of stream where you can get involved, pick a track of the week. Like I say, Ryan's also going to be picking his industry pick. That will happen at the end. Waiting for the day Ben pulls a Simon Cowell. How would I pull a Simon Cowell? You know what I used to do when I used to watch, like, so in the UK, like we had X Factor and Britain's Got
All you
Talent.
got to do is say it's a no from me. That's
No,
it.
but he used to, when he really like there was always, and it was so staged, but there was always ones that came on. They had the big sob story, like the Nan's cat's dog died, 12 years ago, and they're still reeling from the pain of it all. They do a performance, it'd be a bit shoddy, and then they do another version, and it'd be amazing. And then Simon Cowell would be like, "It's a yes for me," and they'd pan the camera to him, and he'd just be like, he'd look dead in the camera and go, and just wink. And I was like, it's a Simon Cowell wink. Like, that's how you know that person's probably being groomed a little bit on the show to do well, is the best way to put it. But Daddy, what did you think to your first track of the day?
I thought it was a brutal way to kick things off. It's clearly a track that's got plenty of bite, and there was absolutely no give to it. It doesn't let off. It goes 0 to 100 straight away, instrumentally and vocally. Big fan of the guitar work and the riffs in this one. I thought it got more and more chaotic as the track went on as well. And I love that they ended it abruptly like that as well. They're clearly skilled at what they do, so they're doing something right.
I tell you what, for chat, for that comment, what Mike's just put, you should sit down. We should film, or we should go live while we're doing submission reviews, because that's where you'll get me go, that was absolutely shit and you wasted my time. There, like, honestly, like, I would say for every good submission we get a shit one. And it's like, you know, we get hundreds, some weeks we get thousands of submissions, and it's so hard to narrow it down. But it's like sometimes I just sit there. There was a video, I won't name any names, but there was, and I knew that there something must have been wrong with these people in this band, because they were so adamant they were like amazing, and it was the worst. It was the worst recording I've ever heard.
They said they were the next Blink 182.
No, not that one. That's not the band I'm thinking of.
Oh no, not that one. Okay.
I'm gonna. If I just say to you, I won't give anything away. But if I say to you, the music video is a guy and a girl that are at a funeral, and they're like on top of the gravestones. And the music, there we go. You know the one. Okay. And it's the other things, and I feel for people. I really do, like, because they're trying to get the music out there, but it was just not good. And it was for a good 3 months. They submitted every single
in that
episode.
Situation, you don't do anyone a favor if you feature. I mean, I know X Factor kind of built a whole bloody TV show off of it, but exploiting people like that, it doesn't do good for them. Doesn't reflect well on the show. Isn't what the listener wants. So, you know, nobody's a winner in that situation. At least not in my opinion, anyway. So I think better that they have time to go away, work on their craft, and maybe come up with something that's better in the future. Maybe not, you know. It's
one of the coolest and the worst things about bands is anybody can make a band, and that's awesome, but that also you just get anybody sometimes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, guys, you're missing the point. This is you've not seen the Sono adverts now, where it's like it says iPhone changed who can take photos, Suno's changing who can make music. I'm sitting there going, fucking worked my asses off, like asses, multiple asses off, trying to make it in music just for you to turn around and give it to some fucking keyboard warrior. Like, come on. Like, Ryan was in a little band at one point as well, Ryan. Like, you know, did some small shows. Like Black Dahlia Murder.
Black Dahlia Murder, long time ago. I engineered and produced some of their records too, so still really, really tight with those guys.
Yeah.
And
what a band!
You know, rip to my boy,
cool.
my boy Trevor, and So I've been around a little bit.
Been around, and he's still not making Suno tracks as well, so which is good.
Dude, hey, Bandcamp outlawed AI music today, so I was happy.
Did
to see
they?
That. Or yesterday, maybe?
Sorry, I need to do the cheering.
Applause.
Now we need Spotify to follow.
Oh, they won't. Spotify won't. No. Spotify's the biggest problem with Spotify. They're making fucking bank off of it. Yeah. Did you see the thing with with Lucas from Holding Absence when they posted someone had basically trained an AI to write Holding Absence songs and then posted it on Spotify and had double the monthly listeners that Holding Absence had. And he's sitting there going, where's my money? Like, you know, ultimately, down the line, I created what you're using. So,
and they'd literally put in the bio that it was influenced by Holding Absence and one other band as well. I think it was Dayseeker.
Yeah, I promise that we won't talk AI this whole stream because it does me in. But my one thing on it is that, like, I think it's great for a tool. Should never be a finished product. Like, I'm guilty of talking to ChatGPT if I need some advice on something.
Sure.
I'm guilty of, and I'll be honest, there is very, very slight use of AI on our graphic this week because Ryan had a wonderful photo of him that's a square, and I, instead of just like putting black on the background, I just dragged it out and generatively expanded a black background. I'm game to do that, but I will never, you know what I mean? There's like
never
there's
take
a line.
Anything away from any other artist or creative. That's when it sucks.
Yeah,
basically.
Definitely. Right, track number 2 then we have got. This is Dreams Aside. I love the feature on this, by the way. This is Dreams Aside with Element of One featuring Jesse Leach of Killswitch Engage.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know this track?
I don't know this one now.
That's cool. Well, that's a switch up. Honestly, just unbelievable vocals from Jesse there, isn't it?
Yep.
Bitter, this song is not Journey. Oh, the abrupt ending is cool as well.
Nice. With
again,
that echo, with the echo,
yeah. Lyric videos, like, I mean, I know, because I know Ryan. We've had a lot of it's going to be like this today, I think.
That's fine.
Like,
but I get it.
I really enjoyed the imagery on this one. Like, there was a lot going on there, and when Jesse comes in, he's unbelievable. I am very excited for his and Howard's project that they've got. They've just announced, haven't they? And there's a really cute picture of them both, and I can't use the word cute. They're hugged up together. Have you seen it, Ryan? And they're
I have. I might have more to say about that too, but I can't.
But it's what I saw was them both say, "It sounds like us." You know, and I think that's really fucking cool. David, thank you so much for the follow. But this is cool. The band has said they've got music videos out as well. They did a lyric video for this one. I guess mainly because Jesse's on it. Like, I feel like a video for this would need Jesse in it, like, because he's so prominent on the track as well. And I know how hard that is
to get. But yeah.
And I've seen it so many times where bands, friends of ours have done it, where they've got like a big name on a track, and then it's like
you can dial it in. You can do that animated thing.
No, they do the phone where he's on there on the phone. It's always done. And he's on the phone, and it's just like, it's overdone. We did it. We did a shot music video with our good friend, and he was down in Australia at the time. So he literally looked at what we'd done in the video and tried to recreate the backdrop and do something similar, which was really cool. And it didn't look out of place. It looked like it was filmed in the same place. So
it can be done.
It can be done. But Ryan, what did you think?
I thought it was a good song. I mean, it's hard because once you have Jesse doing vocals on your song, like, your vocalist has to kind of try to get to that level, which is not easy. So I think still, keep working on it, keep working on like the tuning, keep working on the patterns. It's getting there, but I think like Jesse is a good target to be shooting for to get to in the future. The main riff, I felt like it got a little repetitive, and some of the like song structure stuff. I feel like when you're going to that big chorus, like, it needs to be more of an event. Like there needs to be a build up, or like you stop and you get everything real quiet, and then boom, it explodes, or something to like really grab your attention there. So that I would say definitely try that, and just more variation overall in the riffing. Just try to do something to keep, like, every 8 bars or something. Try to do something to keep it fresh for the listener, so it's not just the same kind of pattern over and over. But overall, cool song, and they got some potential for sure.
Danny?
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. I think it's a sick track to begin with. It's heavy, it's no frills, it's no nonsense. The harsh vocals hit hard. The cleans are like a complete breath of fresh air and a juxtaposition against the harsh vocals. And then you've got Jesse's feature, which obviously takes a strong track into very strong territory. And I agree with Ryan that I think that's kind of where you want to aim towards if you can. I also really like their band name as well. There's something about that kind of stands out to me. I think it's kind of sick. So, yeah, cool stuff, guys.
I'm just going to give a shout out to a couple of people in chat as well. First of all, a cat named Bunny and Haley2744. Welcome to your very first Twitch stream.
Hey,
we're happy we took your
Nick.
Chat. Which was Nick in chat as well?
Nick Riffster, he was in there.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. Shout out to Nick as well. But yeah, we've taken your Twitch virginities, I guess, is the only way to put it, and I hate that word. But yeah, welcome on in. Hope you're
welcome
here
to your first Twitch.
I hope we can live up to the expectations. If you come off of our stream and go anywhere else, it's all people playing games and doing things like shouting ooh-woo and stuff. But we don't do that unless you pay Danny enough to do that. So, which is fine. Right, next up then, we got Screwed Ends with Sinners. I pooped your cherry. I like it. As if Nightbot decided to block 4 rock phones. Shittigam, this is what was sent.
Pause it, we got a video.
Right, bear with me because you guys submitted this as this fucking video and no one told me. Do we want to see the video?
It's right. We
We'll
do
let
have
Ryan
a video.
choose.
I got a video.
Yeah, let's see it. Let's see it.
I am screwed ends. We love you guys, but we're gonna fall out over
We
that.
do.
I'm just gonna try and say it really quick. I'm just gonna leave you guys on it. Oh, we're
it's
putting
from
it
our
on.
friends.
We're putting it
Yeah.
on. It's Lawn Chair Youth.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we're putting it on. Guys, keep your, I don't know why Nightbot's doing this, but keep your emojis down to 2 or 3, alright? I'll try and fix it. Nightbot. I just timed Cat Named Buddy out for 600 seconds. I'm getting on that. Hang on.
We're fixing that. Thank you, funny man.
Try it now, guys. Someone try and put 4 emojis for me, please. Someone like Mike.
We wrestle not with flesh and blood, but principalities and powers. Tell the sinners that I'm home. Tell your God I came alone. I carry wrath like a sacred right. Crucified in hate, baptized in spite. I carry wrath like a sacred right. Crucified in hate, baptized in spite.
How good is that song?
Damn.
Epic.
There's the highlight. Damn, like from Ryan. That
Damn.
is so fucking good. I'm glad we actually put the video on.
Yep.
Lawn Chair Youth do some fantastic videos. And like every time I watch one, I get really excited because and I've seen this one before, and I can't believe I didn't. Yeah, I only went from what was submitted to us by the band, so don't blame us. I can prove this as well, by the way. But yeah, it's because I literally clicked it from the link. But it's such a fucking big song. It doesn't let off. That little fucking like sample as well with the speech is just so well done. It kicks in. I fucking love it. Go on, Ryan. What do you think?
Dude, this one slapped. I was writing down great tones. I think that whoever your engineer or producer was captured some really sick tones. Sounds super pro. Sounds super heavy. The vocalist has a super strong vocal and like clarity and presence. I love that. There's a sick vibe with the kind of creepy guitar parts. The songwriting was really cool. It kept me interested the whole time. It was obviously super heavy. Cool feels. Here's my one criticism I will say. In the video, these guys were in the video. That's what I want. Perfect. But you almost have to move like 10 times more than you think you need to in a video, because for whatever reason, when you're on a video, it doesn't look as crazy as you think it does. So just go more nuts on the video. Other than that, though, I love this. I thought it was super sick, and yeah, awesome song.
I say this a lot about music videos. I'm like, they're one of the hardest things to do as a band because
Totally.
They look at that. I'm back on Launch Air Youth here now. With music videos, we all want to be musicians. We forget that sometimes we have to be actors, and even if you're like throwing your guitars around and throwing everything about, that's you acting, and you've got to let those inhibitions go and just be as nuts as you fucking can.
Spot on, dude. No one cares if your finger's on the wrong fret in the video or if you're playing it perfectly. People just, people want to see you go crazy. So
same live. I mean, I'm constantly adopting new things to do live. Like it's, I mean, Danny, have I told you about my new thing?
No.
I've developed the Johnny Cash leg wobble on stage. Have I told you about this?
No, the Johnny Cash leg wobble.
Yeah, like I feel like I'm a 1950s country rock star, like on stage now. It's weird. Like, so I use a mic stand, but I don't rely on it the whole time. Like I like to mix between the two. I feel like there's moments in my set where like it calls for it. There's moments where, I want to be throwing myself around a lot more. But when I've got it on the mic stand now, my leg's kind of like in a, I can't explain it, but it's just wobbling like in a sort of weird shape. And I'm like, I feel like a 1950, if I had a guitar like down my side, it would look perfect. But yeah, it's a really weird thing. But I feel like as instrumentalists or vocalists, you're constantly looking to adopt new ways to like really engage the crowd. And music videos are your advertisement for like, what are these motherfuckers going to be like live? Like we see it all the time. I've seen bands that have the best song in the world, and the music video is them just like, they're basically like they're on the Ed Sullivan show doing the Beatles back and forth. And I'm like, look, no one wants to see that. They want to see you really, if you can do a guitar swing, do a fucking guitar swing. If you can like get stomping as, and really kicking the shit out of the ground, do it, because that's what's going to make people want to come and watch you. Ben, you do the Elvis. Totally might be the Elvis. We've got Danny. What do you think?
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. Super hard hitting and heavy track. It's gritty, it's full of sick riffs. Guitar work and vocals are great. There's clearly range in his harsh vocals as well. Like that's palpable. Great music video too. They brought their vibe. They brought energy. But I agree with Ryan. I think they could dial it in even more. Overall, awesome though.
Can I just say as well, and that's a huge compliment, because you can tell when a band can do that. Sometimes you watch a video and they're not moving much, but you're like, that's their limit. With Screwed Ends, you watch that and I'm like, I know when they're live, I bet they are the most ferocious motherfuckers on stage, and then the biggest sweethearts at the merch table, like it's just how it goes. Like, and it's just honestly, fucking kick-ass band.
It was sick.
And Launch Air Youth, shout out to them again for another wicked video. I love watching them, and if anyone gets a chance to go and do a Launch Air Youth video, go and do it.
Do it.
Get it done. Right, next then we got Massphere with Complete Decay. Seawolf, that's what it's all about. Blanche, thank you so much for the follow.
Thank you. Oh!
Look at that. It was that good. I wasn't expecting it to end.
There you go, guys. There's their Instagram as well. Go give them a follow. Show them some love. Wow.
Wish the Stream Deck could do what it's meant to do. That was crazy. That is markability wise. Let's start with that for a start. A cat named Bunny. Thank you. Welcome back in, by the way. I am so sorry, a cat named Bunny, that you got kicked. Just like from chatting, just because our bot decided to be an absolute knob. I have blocked it from doing a lot of the stuff that it was doing, so I'm hoping that won't happen again. Yeah, markability here. Like, it's in the same space as like Bad Omens, Bring Me the Horizon.
Yep.
But I think they've got a USP in their vocalist, because I love his I think the vocals are different. You know, I can imagine this being like a Bring Me track with a different vocal. It's similar, but it's not the same.
Yep.
And I really believe that's probably the lightest song we're going to play tonight. But I genuinely think that there's so much promise here in the band. I'm mesmerized by the video as well, even though it's a lyric video. I was completely mesmerized to the point where finger was not on the pulse for when it ended, but that was fucking amazing. Breakdown was sick as well, really well done. I watched Ryan, your head was boom 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 as the breakdown came in, which is exactly what it's meant to do. But go on, what did you think?
Yeah, I mean, great production, awesome song, good songwriting. Like, I mean, that's kind of a standard structure, but they did it like really well. There's a lot of cool extra elements like piano and synth and little stuff added in beyond just, you know, guitar and bass and drums.
Yeah.
Signature vocal sound. I feel like that vocalist is one of the people you could pick their vocal out of a lineup. Like, he's got a very unique sound, so it gives it a signature, which I think is really important for that kind of music. Memorable chorus. Like I already said, that the length I think was perfect. Not too long, not too short. I mean, just overall, like, really good. Yeah. Breakdown was sick. Yeah,
Breakdown really got me. Danny?
Yep. Yeah, I really enjoyed this. Actually, I'd even say this is my personal favorite so far. I mean, you know that this is well within my favorite space in Rock Band, but I love a bit of Bad Omens. I love a bit of Sleep Theory. I love Bring Me. And I would genuinely put these guys up there with them. I really would. I think just in terms of the musicianship, the mix, everything, like the whole like feel and vibe of the band. The drops took me by surprise each time, and I feel like overall this has got so much commercial potential as well. Like, this has got like Danny Wimmer Presents written all over it.
Yeah. I'm gonna call Danny out. Should we all call Danny out for a moment?
Danny's a dick. He's so fucking mean to me.
And I just clocked this because our next track is Bitter, right?
Yeah.
And I only clocked it because they put in the chat that they'd done their lyric video themselves. God, I can't read. Who? Can you read the name out, Danny? Ascendant Waves. There we go.
Ascendant Waves.
Oh God, thank you. I told you right beforehand. I told you pronunciation just not my strong point. That was going to go all sorts of wrong if I didn't focus on what I was going to say there. But Danny sent me a still image for this track, and then they were talking in the chat about the fact they got a lyric video. So I quickly just went and searched and found the lyric video.
That was the link in the Facebook group.
Well, if I'm getting stick for the screwed ends mistake, then you could have the...
Yeah, fair play.
Fair
play.
God.
There we go.
Oh my God.
Right, so this is Bitter with Two-Faced Fuckface. What a word.
That is.
It's like Danny screaming. Let's give them some love as well. This is their first song as a band, and I believe they put their vocalist's first time tracking vocals.
Yep, lead vocals, first song ever, their first single ever, and the bassist plus second vocalist is the lead vocalist's father, and they made the lyric video themselves, so well done, guys.
If this is the bar that you're setting, it's a fucking good bar. That drummer as well. Drummer was going full fucking ham at the end there. I love it when you get a good metal drummer as well. That's always. I just think drums are so important. They really are.
Yep.
I just want to talk about the fact, like, I'm going to really focus on the fact this is their first song, and you've got a vocalist who has never done vocals before this track. I mean, I can't believe that. Like, I just can't. I'm sorry. I feel like someone's lying to me, because I feel like he's practiced. There's some of the notes on there that he's holding are long as fuck. Like that word that I could not pronounce. See, that word.
I'm not even gonna try.
No, there we go. I feel like I was gonna have an aneurysm if I tried too hard. But that word, he held that ignominious
or something. Yeah.
God, I need to go back to school. Anyway, that word that we can't pronounce. Not only is it a very difficult word to say, he also held it for a good 10 seconds. Like
ignominious. Maybe that's it.
Nom nom. I don't know. It just. Oh god. He actually high key killed it. He fucking did high key kill it. Like that's mad. And I just think that, yeah, cat has got my tongue, Haley. It's a bad word for me. But he fucking smashed it. And I just think as a band they've got it. And I also love it when band members are family members as well. And having a dad and son duo is always really fucking cool. Yeah, like my dad was disappointed with me that I didn't make it in soccer. So, I played really high level as a kid, and then
really?
as a goalkeeper, and then discovered rock and roll and cigarettes, and that was the end of that.
Gave it all up.
I gave it all up for the good life. But yeah, no. Ryan, what did you think?
I thought it was cool. I mean, I'm definitely going to grade on a scale because it's, their first track or whatever. I thought the mix, the balance on the mix was just a little off. It's really close. Like the tones are cool. It sounds a little lo-fi. And I think the guitars were just maybe a little loud. Like I love the drumming, but it kind of covered up the drums in a few spots for me. Strong vocals though. I feel like if this is really his first time singing, he's doing great. I agree with you on really being able to hold out some of those notes. One thing I would say on the riffing, and this is advice I give to a lot of people, just vary up the things a little bit. Like if your riff goes A B A B A B A B, just go A B A C A B A D, and just those little changes on each repetition, it just makes it enough to make it a little more interesting. But overall, really cool song, and yeah, I mean they're just getting started, so let's see.
And I just want to point out that's your debut single, and you've just been critiqued by Ryan Williams from Metal Blade Records and ex Black Dahlia.
Very
so
cool.
that's fucking
very cool.
And the I just think that your advice, Ryan, by the way, I want to point this out, has been so spot on, because
thank you.
Everyone can take something away from this, and I know that Bitter, not that it is a bad song at all, it's a brilliant song, but they'll look at this song in a year, 2 years time,
of
and
course,
go, fuck, we've come a long way.
We're so much better now.
Yeah,
exactly.
And I love that when we have this. I'm so excited about what these guys do next, because I wanna watch their journey. Like we love it here at BSB when we find bands in their infancy and we watch them grow, because
so cool.
I genuinely believe the potential's there with this band. Like,
cool.
I really do. But Danny, go on.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think it's a great way to come out of the gate and put yourselves on the map to start off with. There's clearly a lot of potential here. It's not a finished product. They're not at their peak performance point yet. They've got a ways to go. but you have got to give them their dues for being this strong to start off with their debut. I think they're clearly talented, and they could really take this project to some cool places if they stick at it. But what a debut. Well done, guys.
Brilliant. Right, we're going to disappear off screen for a moment because we have a premiere, and we always like to make sure that you guys can watch it in big. So this is this week's premiere. This is from the awesome Villamora with Lost.
It's like you're standing in front of me, like I'm living in atrophy. And trying to heal has been killing me, like I'm already a memory. I know I've got nowhere to run, but I've found every way to hide. It's not what I want, but I'm scared giving up is just a way to die. All the light I followed, now I'm lost. For all I've tried, I'm barely holding on. I know you're fighting it, digging it deeper, don't let it go. It's too late to turn back now. There's no way to pull me out. I'm lost. Hold me now until I fall apart. You're proud of all that you've done to me. Was having peace, always wishful thinking, but letting all of the memories, like you were always the better me. Can't even feel the venom anymore. There's nothing louder than a mind at war. I'm going on to the voices, maybe it destroys me, carrying the weight of my choices. Now I'm lost. For all I've tried, I'm barely holding on. I know you're fighting it, digging it deeper, don't let it go. It's too late to turn back now. There's no way to pull me out. I'm lost. Hold me now until I fall apart. My entire life weighing down my spine, pull me limb from limb. Say what's left and let it. Shadows in the rain, festering I live. Parasites inside the roots, it's the devil's dick coming loose. Take what's left and let it bleed. Now I'm lost. For all I've tried, I'm barely holding on. I know you're fighting it, digging it deeper, don't let it go. It's too late to turn back now. There's no way to pull me out. I'm lost. You'll never pull me out. Pull me limb from limb. Take what's left and let it.
There we go. With Brian leaving I Prevail, there's a space in the market exactly for this band. Like,
True.
that was so fucking good. We were talking
Yeah.
backstage while that was playing, and there's a band that we've played on stream a few times that these guys might be aware of, Scarlett O'Hara. And I could see
Yeah.
them going out on the road with them and playing some shows. Like, that was fucking
Definitely.
massive. That was a big song. The video was moody. It was great. Just the energy was there. There was a lot of fucking movement. For a performance video, it was captivating. I thought it was really fucking cool. Ryan, what did you think?
I mean, you guys have some awesome stuff on the show. that was to me the best production so far, as far as how everything sounded. I mean, the mix, the mastering, it was super punchy, super heavy, super clear. I love both the vocalists. I love how the screaming vocalist kind of has his own space to live, and it's not like an afterthought. It's kind of given like equal space to the clean vocals. I thought that was really cool. I thought the riffs were catchy. I thought the vocal was catchy. I thought all the transitions and like little songwriting bits really cool and kept me like interested the whole time. I was never bored. The only one criticism, and I know that there was like auto-tune used on one part as like an effect, but I don't think this guy needs any auto-tune. Like his voice is sick. I would just leave that off and maybe do a different effect, because it sounds like sometimes when you hear auto-tune, you think like, oh, the singer, you know, and I know it's used as an effect, but like, oh, maybe the singer isn't so good. But I feel like this guy is killing it. So overall, though, really, really awesome track.
Yeah, I definitely walked away from that track going fucking jealous of both of those vocalists.
Yeah, really
You know
good.
what I mean? Like, fucking insane. Danny?
Yeah, really, really huge production on this one. Instrumentally and technically, there's so much talent there. Like, literally throughout, it is insane. There's great cuts between the shots and the music video. Great music video, by the way. Absolutely world class. And yet another band who I would say could stand up to any of the heavyweights in the genre. Like, I think these guys have got a huge future. I really do.
Shout out to Josh as well from Bad Apple Music for putting it and setting the premiere
shout out
with
to you,
us.
Josh.
You know, huge shout out to you for letting us do this. And I understand that this track, I believe, was played on Fiends, even though we had the premiere. We should have sued. We should have sued. We had the rights. Like, no, joking. I know it was played on Fiend, and I know it went off like a it went off massive there as well. So, yeah, thank you so much for letting us do this.
You guys thoroughly
and
deserve
and
everything.
that track is out on all streaming platforms. The video's out on YouTube. Everything's out tomorrow. So Friday, the 16th of January. Get it added to your Spotify playlist. Get it added to your YouTube playlist, wherever you listen to music. That track is massive, and that band has a very, very. They're going to be huge, and they're pretty good size already, aren't they? But they're going to be fucking huge.
Agreed.
But yeah. Right, so back to usual proceedings then. Next up, we have Those Once Loyal with Glass Hands. We've got some UK represent as well. Getting sludgy.
Glass
nice way to end that as well. I want more. I just fucking love it when bands do something and they know to just end a track making you want to put it on again. And that
Totally agree.
Oh, I fucking love it when it gets done. That's a banger. That's an absolute banger. Well, fair play to those with loyal as well for representing the UK for us. I think they are our only UK band on today, aren't they? They've got the pressure of the country.
I'm pretty sure they are.
All right. If Ryan's feedback doesn't go well, Nigel Farage is going to come and get all of you. Just letting you know. But I really loved it. Video great. Loads of energy. I loved the sludgy section as well. That was really cool. It didn't go too far, but it was just enough to make me get a little bit of stank face going on, and really, really fucking enjoyed it. Go on, Ryan. What do you think?
I liked it. I thought it was really good. I like the vocals, but I think you could turn them down like a half a dB, and it would sit perfect. This is a great example of like a DIY video that it looked like, maybe their friend did it. They did it kind of just themselves, but it goes a long way. You see all the members. This is exactly what we were talking about before. If it would have been that or versus a lyric video, I'd much rather see that video that they did. So good on them for that. That's cool. The middle part, where it kind of like went into that other part that was like a bridge or something different. Like, I feel like the way that you get in and out of that part maybe needs a little work just on the transitions. But overall, really good. I liked the song. I liked all the parts. I thought they sounded good. And yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, really, really fucking cool. Danny?
Yeah, really strong track. This is definitely one that I felt coloured outside the lines in terms of structure as well. It wasn't repetitive, and it wasn't just a traditional formula. You can tell the whole band embodies the DIY ethic, and that they gave the video absolutely everything that they had. Lots of energy, lots of their character. It was all there. So yeah, awesome stuff, guys.
Perfect length. I agree with you guys on that too.
Yeah.
Like, left me wanting more. Not too long. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a really weird thing that the video reminded me of, and it's so left field. Sorry You're Not a Winner by Enter Shikari came to my head as soon as the video started, and I don't know why. Because I think it's the DIY nature of it. And it's nothing to do with the sound. Obviously, it's a completely different sound. Obviously, it's a completely different band, but I don't know why. And I just think that, like, the vibe is the word I want to look for.
Yeah.
Bitter says, question for Ryan. For you, does mixing lyric videos and a performance video would that be something interesting to you?
Mixing a lyric and a performance video together, it could be. I feel like lyric videos were really big at a time, and I feel like they're kind of falling off just as far as popularity. So if you can just do a straight up performance, just do it. If you have someone really creative who can incorporate the lyrics in a really interesting, cool way, go for it. Yeah, it's all about being creative and different.
And the other thing as well is YouTube is a wonderful tool, and like, if you want to learn to do a music video, you can shoot them on iPhones now. But the thing that's going to make a music video look like it's shot on an iPhone, or it's going to look like a legit music video, isn't what you're recording it on. Sometimes it's how long you cut your scenes. On average, when you watch a professional. I mean, if we went to that Villamura video, went back to that, and we timed how long each clip was, I think the maximum is going to be 2 seconds tops.
Right.
And even that's long, Right. It's boom,
Yep.
boom. So if you can get into the mind frame of getting that mixing and moving, you can make a professional looking video off of a fucking potato phone. It can happen. I'm pretty sure 28 years later, the movie was shot on an iPhone.
Yeah.
That's why I always tell bands too, like, learn about recording, learn about video stuff, try to do it yourself, try to learn everything you can, because it's going to put you in such a big leg up versus bands that don't know anything. And then eventually you'll get, budgets to work with real people. But until then, be your own producer.
I also want to just say that, like, my advice to anyone wanting to do a music video, if you've got the budget, use a videographer, because they have these crazy. I mean, like Blake from Guild Productions is a great shout that Z-Wolf just put in the chat. So it's Blake. The difference is Blake. He has the most craziest brain, and the ideas that pop out of his head are things that most of us would never think of doing. So if you can get someone like that, great. But if you are on a shoestring budget, DIY. Get that phone out, learn a little bit of like techniques, There's, I mean, even I watch these like photographers all the time where, like, I mean, they've been doing loads of Stranger Things ones at the moment for obvious reasons, and they've been getting these red lights and they've been sticking them in different places and then just timing the shot, and they've made the water look like it's the upside down. or they've made like they've got kids, and one of the kids, they've dressed them up like Dustin, and they've made him turn at such a point that it hits the light and it's like the perfect photo. There's so much you can do DIY if you just learn a little bit. It's the same with anything. Cut corners where you can if you need to, just make it look good. And that is, you know, you guys have learned how to do a lyric video better, so it's, you know, that's the next step for you. A music video, I want to see it happen. But those with Loyal, just absolutely smash that track. I love the UK scene. I love these guys as well. I think they're doing great things, and I think they've got a really bright future. Super stoked to see what they do next as well. And I guess we should go back across the pond, shouldn't we? I think that's probably the next place to go. So next up then, we've got Approaching Autumn with We Ride at Dawn, featuring Brad Hayes of The Outliers. Yeah, Z-Wolf, CapCut is a very good entry point for that stuff. I use CapCut all the time for our edit. That did have emotion to it. There's a lot going on. Approaching Autumn are a wicked band. They've got a really cool sound with the dual vocals. bringing in a guest feature as well. I was curious at how that would work, because I knew it was going to be 2 heavy vocals, and then I mean they're female from woman. She's got a fantastic scream and cleans all at the same time, but I was like, how's that going to work with 3 of them? But really fucking enjoyed it. Video's awesome. Again, like I think this is the first video we've had a proper narrative to as well, really, where there is a narrative going on. And I mean, again, I'm not going to sit there and say they spent tens of thousands on this, because they didn't. But it was cool, it worked, and you know, the DIY element ran strong in a really fun way. I also am a fucking sucker for filming music videos with fire. I've got a really funny story, Ryan. I wanted to shoot with fire once, and we were using my bass player's parents own like a plot of land, and I said to his dad, I was like, can I use fire? He's like, yeah, but I've got nothing that you can use. And he came back about like an hour later with like a load of propane. So we lit these. I literally they were like, Ben, you've got 2 minutes to film what you do, or you're going to end up on fire, basically. So I did it, and it was one of my favourite shots. But I remember how close I was to burning my face off on these propane piles, like in cans. It was amazing. But yeah, really fucking cool. But go on, Ryan, what did you think?
That was cool. I enjoyed it. I feel like they're up against the other bands that this have like such killer production. And this one wasn't bad, but the production could maybe just be a little bit better. Keep working on like the vocal production and the drums too. I felt like the drummer was good, but I felt like I was hearing like samples on the drums, where I kind of want to hear more natural stuff. I don't know if there's samples on the drums, but that's kind of how it sounded to me on the snare, especially. I liked the all the vocals, the heavy vocals and the clean vocals. I thought that was good. I thought they had a really cool build up to that last chorus, which is something that I really look for, is like that kind of moment in the song where it like really explodes, and I feel like they had that with that last chorus. And I agree with you on the video too. This is another example of you can make something cool yourself, and you know, it helps you stand out. So yeah, that was cool.
Danny?
Yeah, I think this is cool. I think it's got all the elements and temperament of like nostalgic metalcore of the golden era, but at the same time it doesn't feel dated, it doesn't feel cliche. You get a real sense of who the band is. They've got a solid music video here. They've got a concept and a narrative, which is always cool to see. And then the track itself is absolutely solid effort. Amazing contrast between all the vocalists, including the guest vocals. Lots of dynamic range between them. So yeah, great effort, guys.
Yeah. Ghost Rev as well, thank you so much for the follow. A cat named Bunny put fire with a question mark and put lol. Did I sound like I said something else? I'm curious now. Like, did I something really stupid as well? But yeah, really fucking cool again from Approaching Autumn. And again, I think they've got that their USP here is those dual vocals, and being male and female is something we don't see enough of. I really like the contrast. That's a big one for me, and I think they just got to keep playing on it. Like it's a really cool like thing to do. We hear a lot of female fronted bands. We've got countless male fronted bands, but like having the mix of the two where they're so prominent on every song is so like refreshing to see. And cool. Fucking awesome. Right, next then we have got, this is Project Ultimate Satan with, and I'm gonna say it wrong, Symphony S Infernus.
I think that was good.
Thanks, Danny. Appreciate you.
There's no light here. You came to the darkness for knowledge. And all the knowledge you seek is here. Surrender to the darkness. Speak the words.
I instantly want them playing shows with our friends in Haunter, Danny.
Yeah.
Call on you.
Yes, Bitter, you won't regret that. That's a good purchase. I think we might be, Mike. I'm just pretty sure there's some passages from the Satanic Bible on this track. Oh no, I'm sure there is. No passages. That's fucking cool.
All
though.
original lyrics. Holy shit.
This is where I'm going to send Danny if he misbehaves. We do a self-sacrifice. Oh, those blast beats. No, Sapphire, you're too easy manipulated. Cat name, buddy. I'm reading that out afterwards. Interesting fact about the Satanic Bible. Did you want to know something, Danny? What's it's that? Actually of any Bible that you can read, or any religious passage, I guess, that you can read, it's actually the one that promotes the most peace on earth. Interestingly,
that's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's true. Very true. Like, a lot of people think it's all about sacrificing the firstborns and all that shit, and it's not. Yeah, there's a lot of weird and wonderful shit that you can read about it. But anyway, that was definitely a removed passage from the Satanic Bible, I believe. I'm pretty sure we've all just conjured up a few demons. So everyone cleanse your house. My partner's Native American, so she'll be saging later. So which she's gonna like. She'll have a go at me for saying that as well. But yeah, I just wanted to read out a cat named Bunny's comment as well before I go to the track because it made me laugh. She said, "Where is it? She said." I had to turn my phone down because I'm with my 2-month-old and he started, and I won't use the same word just because of global reasons, but he started freaking out and pulling his hair. Basically he was turning. So it's definitely satanic, but really like I'm going to say this in the best way possible. It's such a fucking weird track, but I love it for it. Like there's so much going on here. There's a band called Haunter that we play on our stream that we've played them quite a few times. We've done premieres for them and stuff. They would do so well on a show together. This is the darker side of what they do, but they would do so well on a show together.
They would, I agree with that.
It was busy. It was busy at the start. I was worried it was going to be busy in a bad way, but it wasn't. And it was just, again, male and female dual vocal just works so well together. Ryan, what did you think?
Well, I give these guys points for being the first band to have blast beats and very extreme drums, which I always love if it's done well, and they did. It was also the most evil track for sure by till now, so I give them more points for that. I felt like the mix, I wanted to hear a little more low end. I felt like I wasn't hearing the low end how a lot of the other tracks had it, which it's fine. In black metal, it is a little different, so I get it. Cool ideas. I also like the layering of the clean and dirty vocals. I thought that was really different and gave it like a unique character. I really like the bridge part on guitar. It was like a really interesting, cool. I don't know if you consider it the bridge, but that's what I would consider the bridge. Really cool, interesting part. It kind of, the last quarter of the song, it kind of lost me on the structure and where we were going. But overall, I thought it was really cool. One thing I would note from like just a label note, I guess, is there's a sample at the beginning. It sounds like it came from a movie or something like that. And that's cool. I know a lot of people love to use samples, but if I got that working at a label, I'd be like, is that cleared? Can we use that? And all that kind of stuff. So, but overall, really cool, really evil, really spooky, cool vibe. And I will say for a lyric video, that was a cool video. So there you go.
So you made me smile then, Ryan, because obviously I musically end up in the pop punk and emo world is what I've done. It's what I've always done. And one of my bands recently, and I've talked about this recently as well, they're really struggling to get from the intro to the verse of this really kick-ass track we're doing. And I really like the song by Jay-Z and Kanye West that I can't pronounce. I'm not allowed to say on stream for obvious reasons. I was like, I don't want to listen to that song anymore because Kanye West and Jay-Z are both shitheads these days. So I took a sample from the same movie, from Blades of Glory. So it goes from the intro and it's kind of like picky and it goes into this kind of like Midwest emo noodle, but there was no way of like putting it together. So it literally does the intro and it just goes
sample.
And it just goes, hey, this is Jimmy. If you could dream it, you can do it. And it goes into the noodle. It works so well, but I know exactly what you mean. And I'm refusing to let them take it out just because I love it so much. But it's so true. It's such a pain in the backside when you think of something so clever like that.
You got to get things cleared,
Yeah.
But Danny, what did you think to the track?
Yeah, I mean that was an experience. That's the only way to put it. It was more of an experience than a track. I was completely immersed. I feel like we have definitely invoked something. Don't know what it is, but we have. I'm super impressed that they were all original lyrics as well. And I'm definitely going to be getting the Sage out. But I do really want to commend them on their musicianship, their lyric writing. The fact that everything was so unexpected. I didn't have any idea where it was going. And I'm saying that's a good thing. Yeah. It was super long. But I think with a track like this, it works. It's more of an immersive experience than just a song. So, yeah, cool.
Guys, that's real drums. That drummer's killing it.
Oh, yeah. Do you know, one of my favorite ever experiences at a festival involves blast beats and a drummer. And I legitimately thought I was watching a robot. And it was watching Devin Townsend at Download 2012, I think it was. I was on what I would only class as definitely legal substances. And was seeing some very weird and wonderful things. And I walked into the tent and they projected do you remember the Ziltoid album with the Omniscient? They projected the sock puppet onto two parts of the tent. So he's on the ceiling. I was like, oh my God, I'm fucking spacing out. Like, is that actually a sock puppet or what's going on? And I was adamant that his drummer was programmed. Like, I was like, there's no way the blast beats on that record are fucking insane. And I was stood there, and the whole time I wasn't watching Devon at all. I was watching his drummer. The guy, I mean, I swear to God, at one point whipped out a third leg and was just going for it. It was that good, and I was like, this is insane. Like, one of the best things I've ever seen. More blast beats.
People love watching drums. I mean, a lot of
Amazing.
time vocals get a lot of the attention, but I would say number 2 to that, people love watching drummers. When there's a really good drummer, people talk about it after. Oh my God, did you see that drummer? It's one of those things. Yeah.
Also, Ash, I know that you can't reply to us right now because you've got timed out. I'm so sorry that Nightbot is doing this shit today. I have no idea why. He's timed Ash out for 120 seconds for posting a link. And then Nightbot shouted at me and said, we've had to delete 6 messages. Classing itself as a moderator as well. Piece of shit. More cowbell, Chris Ronan says.
Always. Always
need more cowbell. With the socials, Ash, just put like 1 or 2 links, but like put Facebook or Instagram or TikTok. They should work. Any links to like your actual website or Linktree don't work at the moment, or Bandcamp. I'm looking into it. It's kind of like one of those slow burners. I've realized that maybe I put too much on Nightbot's plate, which is why it started screwing up today, which is just the joys of streaming. And if we don't have Nightbot on there, you get all sorts of weird and wonderful things come through, and it's all great. Like the amount of times we get like bots coming in, and we have people that they, there's certain words that we don't want on our stream just because, of how it is. But yeah, it's just time to Ash out again for putting a link, but I don't know why. Ash, let me know the link and I'll put it in there, or we'll get Danny. Danny, can you put a link in chat? Is that all right? But yeah, again, just a kick-ass band. So much, it's so different as well. And in a world where everybody's doing things so similar, it's so cool to see something really unique like that as well. And yeah, just remember everyone tonight to sage if you've got it, and to release the demons, unless you're like me and you like chasing them, and then just invite them in. Who knows? Right, next up then we've got am I going to say this wrong? Entheogen.
Looks right.
Entheogen with Icarus. That's what it is, Chase. Nightbot doesn't support Satan. Oh, I fucking love it. The choir. It is very Cradle of Filth coded. I like the flow here.
What? This is so good.
There's some blast beats there, but I'm pretty sure they're triggers as well.
Yeah, I think you might be right on that.
Still, I'm just going to shout the blast beats out. 11 in the chat straight away, Ryan.
Wow.
Someone said, I was getting Infant Annihilator if they weren't disgusting. And then a Tiger made a lightning reply with, wholesome Infant Annihilator. And then I was sitting there going, Infant Savior? I don't know. What can you call them? I did get the Infant Annihilator vibe with it. Definitely. Very Cradle of Filth coded as well.
Yep.
Which I was getting a lot on the instrumental itself. Yeah, again, we've got blast beats. They were programmed, though. I don't think the whole drums were, though. I don't know. I was getting in places, they sounded really real.
It's hard to tell. I mean, triggers are one thing, but if you know, these days you can make anything sound like anything, so you don't really know.
Yeah. Field Hockey Bass Boy says the bass really had that badonkadonk. There we go. That's the comment of stream from chat. But go on, Ryan, what do you think?
I'm into symphonic stuff, so I thought that was really cool. Yeah, I was getting kind of Flesh God Apocalypse vibes, or Demu, or someone in the chat said Cradle of Filth. Really cool production. I love the drums. I love the riffing. I think you could maybe trim the whole song down a little bit. I hate to keep giving that note, but I think it could have been a little more to the point. But overall, super heavy, super scary, super tough. I felt like, I felt the high testosterone on that one, even though it's symphonic. So, yeah.
Randomly, I drink at the same bar as Danny Filth from Cradle of Filth.
Oh.
The owner of the bar is, shout out Tommy as well, from the Metal Monocle in Leicester. He's good friends with Danny Filth, and I'm good friends with Tommy, but we've never crossed paths, me and Danny Filth. But yeah, he drinks at the same bar. So
nice.
I don't know if that's a shout out at the moment with everything going on with the Cradle of Filth well, but I still think it's kind of cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
You know,
that's cool.
Really random though, isn't it? Like he turned up once. Apparently they had a Cradle of Filth tribute band on at the venue, and he went down and watched. That's just awesome, isn't it? You know?
Wow.
Go and watch someone tribute your own band. I think that's really fucking cool. It's like when Billy Joe did it with from Green Day, didn't he? He walked past a bar in like London, and there was a band covering Basket Case or something, and he jumped on stage with them. I mean, that's a dream, isn't it?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is super cool.
Danny, what do you think?
Yeah, I think this is another incredible track. I think the flow was absolutely on point in this one. I was mesmerized with this. Like, I love mythology, and I love that they took the story of Icarus and they made it their own. I was following along with every word in the lyrics. I think their storytelling in this is absolutely impeccable, and then the choir elements as well. Chef's kiss. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. They fit perfectly in there, and it was very symphonic. It's an epic track. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, definitely. Right, next then we've got Traditional Binge by Burn Channel. That's a nice, very new metal-y. It's got a very not loose vibe to the vocals, definitely.
Yeah.
Right, so one thing we've said all stream was about keeping song lengths down.
Yep.
Yep.
Perfect.
And that's
Perfect.
what hardcore does so fucking well.
Yep.
Like straight to the point. Just get it fucking balls to the wall all the way through. That's less than 2 minutes. That's a minus 2 minutes track. That's 1 minute 57 seconds of just pure angst.
Love it.
I'm all for it. I'm absolutely all for it. Not loose on the vocals, definitely. There was a little bit of a new metal vibe there on the instrumental in places, which I thought was really fucking cool. And it didn't over exaggerate it. It did it once, brief, and it was cool. Yeah, that's a fucking smasher. That's the sort of thing that you could punch Danny in a mosh pit to. Really, you know, you could with your legs up doing some windmilling. Ryan, what do you think?
I love the tonality on the vocals. It sound really unhinged and like crazy and wild. You know, I love that. I thought the mix was cool and also kind of raw. I like that too. I love the short length, as you mentioned. I want like one or two things that are a little more memorable that I could like I don't think I'm gonna like have that song stuck in my head after. It was super heavy, but like just something on the vocals or something riff where I can like really catch on and make it a little more memorable. But overall, super sick track. I mean, you guys have been, I can't believe all the cool bands you have. It's really awesome.
Yeah, thank you. We appreciate that. That's
Thank you.
more credit to Danny than me with the bands. He works his backside off, and yeah, he does
Good
all of
find.
that. Yeah,
Absolutely.
You do amazing
Thank
every
you.
week, Danny. And the fact that I remember, Ryan, when we started the show, and the first question I had to Danny when we decided to do it was, are we even going to be able to fill a playlist a week, like with
Right.
good music? And that's
Right.
and I apologize, like straight up, that I felt that way. But pre BSB, my playlist was all major label acts. Like everybody
Right.
was a huge band, or there were bands that like
Yeah.
I'd been on the touring circuit with. That you know, I went for a phase where I wouldn't headline shows. I'd always support bigger bands because I just felt it was more beneficial for me and my career. So
Yep.
everyone that I was listening to were bands that I would either supported or they were major labels. And when we did this, I remember like one of my favorite bands we've ever discovered were on our very first episode. They're a band called Down and Out from Australia, like pop punk bands that are just fucking insane. And we do 2 shows a week now. We fill up every up to 30 songs some weeks with just kick-ass bands that like everyone needs to hear.
I love it.
you
It's
know.
awesome.
Oh, who's getting timed out now?
Uh-oh.
Wee you.
Burn
It
Channel.
is. No, was it Burn Channel? It
Right.
wasn't Burn Channel. Was it Turn? Oh, was it?
Oh, it was a link tree link.
Yeah.
That won't
no,
even
it was
let
Spotify.
me. That was it.
Yeah.
Will it let me post that?
Well, if
Or-
you can see it and repost, yeah.
There we go.
You should be. You can
There's
link
the link
anything.
for you guys.
Yeah, you can link anything, Danny. I've made it that you can link anything. It's just doing my fucking head in
Perfect.
it. Nightbot's decided to change every other setting just because it. Yeah.
Mike says he's going to fist fight Nightbot.
Outie Drummer says, thank you, Danny and BSB. Shout out to Ryan for the good constructive criticism. Makes us better. Thank you. It's what it is. It's, it does. I could honestly, I guarantee you, I could sit here and play Ryan the top 10 metal tracks in the world right now, and he'd be able to find something constructive to say in as criticism, because I think we all can. I listen to my favorite bands. I mean, one of my favorite bands is the Wonder Years. And the amount of times I listen to the Wonder Years albums and I sit there and I critique the mix on, like No Closer to Heaven is one of the worst mixes. Like, I don't know what they were thinking. And it's like, I'm like, why did they do that? But we can always do it with bands, it's
Sure.
just what we
Yeah.
do. you know, and it's the same thing as like when Bring Me the Horizon released a new album and everyone's like, oh, they're not fucking early anymore, and we can all do it, you know.
It's hard too because people's art, they get really, I don't want to say sensitive, but it's their baby. That's what they love. So, you know, all the criticism I'm giving is all given with love and respect, and you know, it's not easy to put your stuff out there in the world, and you know, it's hard to get criticism. So
yeah, everyone's been amazing, and it's the same. Like we say to everybody, like, you know, if somebody doesn't, you're not going to vibe with every track. Like we don't, right? You know, it's hard to. If we all liked
and
the
quite
same
often,
music, it would be
it's
boring.
unexpected. Yeah. Like with Daniel Bedingfield, you know, you sort of would automatically
Still blow my mind.
Oh, he's going to prefer something in the poppier realm, and then he picks a metalcore band. You know, completely out of his wheelhouse. But it's so cool when that happens.
When that track kicked in on Tuesday, when it first got heavy, I was like, oh no, how's this going to go? Because you don't know.
Yeah.
You know, you don't know. But yeah, it's what it's all about. Have you done your feedback?
No, I haven't. So I got to agree with chat. I was definitely getting heavy Not Loose vibes from this one. It's straight to the point. There's no messing around. It's just like 0 to 100 hardcore track. Perfect length. It does what it has to, and then it closes out at the perfect point because you already want to hit replay. The only thing I would say, I would love to see a video for it. I think the artwork is really cool that they have. I just would love to see a music video because I'd love to see how that.
We can film it. Meet
visually.
me in an alley somewhere. We'll film the music video for this track. I'll
There you
just
go.
beat the shit out of you for 2 minutes and then we're done. There's the to be honest, I say
mean,
this.
that doesn't sound like a good time.
We turn up and Danny just punches me once and I hit the floor. I'm just like, okay, game over. The rest of the video is me just passed out for being a cocky shit. But yeah, I'd love to see a video for it as well. Right, 2 tracks to go. These were late submissions, so I apologise that they weren't on the poster, but they are here now. This is A Tiger Made of Lightning with Better Parts of Broken Things. Jay Safety, he'll be starting pits for you.
This is solid. His screams here are reminding me of the vocalist from Billy Talent, but heavy, and I don't know why. Yeah. I get that. I can hear that.
I've said this before about A Tiger Made of Lightning, and I'll say it again. I fucking love their band names so much. Like, I just think, because when I think of them, I think like 1970s, 80s hair metal, and they're just not that. And it's just, I love it for that. But I really did. Vocally, like, when he's doing his main scream, it was like heavy Billy Talent. Like, in a cool way. Really, really cool way. Something I picked up and I heard. And, yeah, it's mad. Really, again, huge song. Very hardcore-esque. A little bit, like, on the instrumental, there's more going on here for me. and I fucking dug it for that. Again, I'll say what Danny said last time. I want to see a video for this. Like, I think that would be kick-ass. Again, me and Danny are available. Once I've recovered from being knocked out down the alley, we'll go down a park. We'll do the same thing again. You can have a video of me knocking Danny out this time. But Ryan, what did you think?
Yeah, I mean, awesome song. I love the production. I think the song structure was really good. Good length. We've been talking about that a lot this episode. Good feels on the drums. Like it goes from the two-step to the different feels, and I was really grooving with like each one. Each one seemed like important and different than the next. The vocal patterns and the vocal performance were really cool. Again, I want that one little riff or vocal pattern that's like super memorable, but overall, really cool track.
Yeah. I fucking love this song again. And Danny, I'm pretty sure I know what you're going to say, but let's go for it.
Really cool band. Really cool band name. Got to agree with you on that. And then a track which absolutely takes off. Huge energy, lots of hardcore vibes, and definitely another perfect length track. I think great production and mix on this one too. And vocally, he has got a brilliant tone. I think this is a standout. I do.
And a disclaimer just for chat that if you do ever see a tiger made of lightning, please do not try and ride it. All right?
No,
please
don't do that.
Please. I see too many videos where people jump into tiger enclosures to add lightning into that equation. Is just not a good mix.
Yeah,
it really fucking cool. Our name is from Cards Against Humanity, a Cards Against Humanity card. How have I not? Did I not realize that?
That's super cool.
Really cool. Really cool. It's just like it's a really simple way of doing it. Like, I said this. My metalcore band that I was in growing up, the heaviest I've gone, which is the band that did the best. We got our name from playing FIFA. And the commentator said, "Oh, if looks could kill," when someone made a foul, and if looks could kill, is it?
Yeah. Cool name.
So when you come up with something like that, it's just one of those things. Danny, where did A Few Too Many come from? Your old band?
Getting drunk.
Just getting drunk. And, yeah.
Literally, just a heavy night out. That's it.
Ryan, so, where did your old band's name come from? Black Dahlia Murder.
That was really just Trevor, man. He was just searching around the internet and thought that was a cool idea. Yeah,
it is a cool idea, and it highlights something that is still talked about to this day. So it's crazy. Right, we've got one more track to play for you guys, and then you're going to get to vote for your track of the week, and Ryan is going to give us his industry pick. This is Dreaded Dale with Wormwood. I bet if you watch this video with those 3D glasses on, it's a whole different experience.
Yeah, it's very immersive.
Field hockey baseball. I just saw your comment. What sport by any chance? Oh, that was fucking heavy as well. It kind of kind of almost gone down like more of a hardcore route at the end of the stream there, like the last 3 songs, and that was the heaviest out of the 3 in that kind of realm, but it still felt very much in that realm. I love the video. I thought the video was really simple but effective. Again, with the green coming in, like I said, if you wore those 3D glasses, like remember those back in the day? Crazy. Really cool, huge fucking instrumental. Demonic vocals, everything that you want from a track like this. It's very sludgy all the way through. Really fucking cool. Ryan, what did you think?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big Acacia Strain fan. I kind of got those vibes from these guys. I really like the melody and like the overdub guitar parts that kind of, even though it was super heavy, there was like some melody and some stuff to kind of catch your ear. The problem is when you start out so heavy and it's so heavy all the way through, when you get to the breakdown, it almost can't get any heavier. So that's what I would say is like try to find a way to accentuate that even more. But overall, yeah, super sick, good, great length, cool video, super strong tones and everything. And yeah, I liked it.
Yeah. A cat named Buddy says, I like the use of that sludgy. In the UK, we had some bands back in when I was in my metalcore band that we used to play shows with, and one of them was called Annotations of an Autopsy.
Oh, sure.
Used to play shows with them all the time, and they were sludgecore. That's what they advertised themselves as, and it was literally like, I mean, like they had tracks called like Welcome to Sludge City, and it was all, the only way to describe the way the guitars would work is like they were sludgy. So it's just been a term. Right? Yeah. And it's that term that I used to fucking hate playing shows with them because I couldn't help but I don't know, with Black Eyes, their vocalist, he's a big guy that knew how to fucking move, and like he would get down in the pit and he would kick you. That. And it was oh god, it was painful. But yeah, they were great fun. We played all those shows with like them, TRC. So TRC, huge heart, they're still going now, hardcore band. Stands for The Revolution Continues. Check them out if you haven't. They're fucking amazing. Prowler, bands like that. It was a good time. It was a good time to be alive. Bad time for my body, but good time to be alive. But Danny, go on. What did you think?
I think that's a great way to close things out. The music video was super trippy with all the cuts and the things that flash up, the imagery, all of that, and the lighting. I think they teed all of that up perfectly in time with the intensity and the devastation of the track itself. And it is a track that doesn't have any give whatsoever. It delivers all the grit, energy, and intensity on a platter for the listener. So what's not to love? Great effort, guys.
Also, disclaimer, cat named Buddy, if you do go searching for Annotation of an Autopsy and that song Welcome to Sludge City, lyrically it has not aged well. I will just tell you that. It's fucking brutal when you listen to it now. But at the time, when we were younger, and like, I mean, I was like 18, 19, 20, and I just thought it was the coolest thing that these guys were like, yeah. And I think we went through an era of music where lyrics were very misogynistic.
Yeah,
and they were, that song is, I mean, just to give you a taster, it's when I'm done with you, you won't have a cunt left is one of the lines on the songs. And
wow.
But very, but it's fucking heavy and sludgy. If you want the instrumental side of it, it's cool. Lyrically, not aged well at all. Right, so we're at that important part where you guys are going to get to pick your track of the week. I'm just going to move us over on Twitch to the other page, so you can now see that there are 3 semi-finals up on the screen. You are going to get to vote per semi-final. Semi-final 1, I'm going to have to lean right in because my eyesight is fucking horrendous. This is between Dreaded Dale, Burn Channel, Dreams Aside, Bitter, and I'm going to say it wrong, aren't I? Emphiagen. Yeah.
Sound good.
Semi-final 2 is between, I'm just going to move the microphone with me so I can lean in. Descent, Approaching Autumn, Villamora, and A Tiger Made of Lightning. And semi-final 3 between Massphere, Screwed Ends, Project Ultimate Satan, and Those Once Loyal. Now, I won't leave it on there, guys, because I know that you've not got backing music right now, so I'll move you back over there so you get the backing music again. And the way it works is you're going to have 2 minutes per round to vote for your favourite. There's one rule, Danny. Do you just want to explain the rule?
Yes, please do not go over 10 votes. You got 10 votes. Please don't go over that because otherwise all of your votes will be null and void.
So just to explain that, when you vote, the way that you vote, it uses channel points. Now, these channel points they've been gained just by watching us today. So they're completely free of charge. It's just, we call them beer tokens. And it uses 20 per time you click on your screen on the vote. Twitch doesn't have a stopper to stop you voting any more than you want, basically. But if you do vote more than 10 times, what we do as a platform is we remove all of your votes for that round, just so that people don't spam the votes and it doesn't become like a popularity contest and stuff like that, because there are people that have got hundreds of thousands of these points from watching us for the last 3 years. And yeah, we really don't want anyone to go over. I'm stalling time while I try and get put this in. Ryan, as well, I'm not going to get you to give us your answer right now, but have you narrowed down who you would like as your industry pick?
Yeah, I have a couple top contenders. I just want to say again that all the bands were really good, and it's a hard choice. So once again, good on you guys for finding this stuff, and good on the bands for really bringing it.
Yeah, fantastic. And hopefully
Appreciate
chat helps you out a little bit, and maybe you narrow it down to 2 and then they pick one and then you pick the other and it's everybody's winner. It does happen sometimes, not often, but it does happen. Right, so semi-final 1 between Dreaded Dale, Burn Channel, Dreams Aside, Bitter, Entheogen. You have 2 minutes to vote. Do not vote more than 10 times. That starts now. You'll see it on your chat. It will say new poll, semi-final 1. Get those votes in. I will keep an eye on it my side to make sure everything's working, which it should be.
Yep, should be working, guys, and give it a refresh on your screen if for any reason.
I have a funny
popping up.
feeling it's not letting
Should be
people
able to-
vote multiple times. That's the only thing. Is it letting you vote more than
Let us
once,
know,
guys?
guys.
Let us know. Yeah, it is. No,
Cool.
it is. It is.
Okay.
I can see that it is.
Good.
Yeah, it's alright. So honestly, like I wish everything would just run smooth. Like, you know, if this was pre-recorded, it's a million times easier. Like as soon as you put anything live, like I remember when Danny first said about like doing this live, and it was like
It's not easy.
it's fucking
Nope.
horrible. Sometimes I freak out and I'm like, oh no, I need to switch the screens and do all of those. And when we set the voting up, then and there's always something that goes wrong. And yeah,
Technology.
Twitch is so
Always.
gamer designed. It's not
Right.
Yeah.
like a lot of people said to us when we first started. I was like, how the fuck are you getting so many cameras on screen and music videos and it's all running smooth? A lot of fucking stress. That's what it was.
Yep.
Like a lot of streamers when they try and get multi-camera on, they just can't do it, and it goes to shit. So yeah, crazy we do it.
Took
Right,
a lot of trial and error and experimentation and
You got
late nights.
about 20 seconds to go, guys, to get your votes in on round 1. The top bands from each semi-final will go through to the final. The top 2 runners-up will join them in the final as well, which I will keep a note of as well to make sure that we don't lose anything. But that should be about done. About 5 seconds. There we go.
There you go.
And just to let you guys know that the person it looks like they voted more than 10 times, I can tell you that was a double tap, which is something Twitch is renowned for, so it doesn't get removed. Just to
We
let
love
you
it
know.
when Twitch does that.
It's a fucking pain in the backside. Also, I want to point out that it wasn't even a double tap. They've put down that person used 220 channel points, which is technically 11 taps, and I can see here they only did 8. So I haven't got a fucking clue how that works. Bizarre. Anyway, going through to the final for definite is Bitter. So they will be in the final with a very good score in second place is Burn Channel. So I'll make a note of theirs. They could also be going through to the final. Danny, can you just take over just while I set up semi-final 2?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you actually, Ryan, is there any updates or exciting tidbits that you can drop from the land of Metal Blade Records with us tonight, or anything that you would like to tell us or pass
thank
on?
you. I'm just really stoked to have so many great bands over there that I work with and some that I've signed. For anybody out there, go to metalblade.com, check out our roster. Thank you so much. Appreciate all the support. The new Rivers of Nile album that came out last October is like one of my favorite albums of all time. Please check that out. We just dropped last 10 Seconds of Life track today with a video. Super sick track. Check that out. Psychroptic's got a new record coming. Celestial Sanctuary from over there has got a new record coming. Check out the Zenith Passage. Check out the new Revocation album. Just all our bands. I'm so lucky to work with them all. And yeah, thank you so much.
I was blown away by
Hell
your
yeah.
roster, and yeah, I mean, just quickly before we go into that though, so I'm just going to set semi-final 2 up so we're ready to go. So semi-final 2 between Descent, Approaching Autumn, Villamora, and a Tiger Made of Lightning. Don't vote more than 10 times, or your votes won't count. That starts now. You've got 2 minutes to get those votes in. It will say new poll semi-final 2 on your chat now. But yeah, like Ryan, when like obviously we knew of Metal Blade Records, but when you really do strip it down and look at the bands that you work with, from those absolute behemoths in the scene to then the newer bands that are up and coming that are smashing it as well, it's such a great label. Like it's
thank you so
awesome.
much. Yeah, we work really hard, and really lucky just to still be an independent label and to be able to work with so many great bands, and I really appreciate the kind words. Thank you so much.
You know what? I feel like there's a big thing with independent labels at the moment. I feel like they're the place to be. We've just signed a new deal, which I keep getting told I'm not allowed to tell people about, but we've got a single dropping in like next Friday. So
hell yeah,
and that's with an independent label. And the reason we went with them was just the deal that we got was so band favorable.
Yes.
That you know, like we can record as long as we do it in New York. We can record as many times as we want this year, and there's no recoupables.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean? So it's for us, it was just a no-brainer. And I mean, like to get to New York for us, like I mean, I can go for a few £100, and compared to like working in the UK, going to a studio, paying like thousands to get an album done, we're gonna get all that done. It just works, and it's because they really do have, and like with you guys, you have the band's best interest at heart.
Yes.
I see it too many times where major like big like Universal, Sony labels, they sign bands and they just don't have their best interest at heart. We've had too many friends that have been fucked.
Small fish in a big pond at that point.
Yeah. We had friends that they were with one of those labels. I won't name names or anything, but their whole album campaign focused on the Asian market, and Japan cost them over $100,000 alone, and they lost it. And because they lost it, the label just shelved them. So, and it's just because they didn't care, and they had no control where that money was being spent. The label thought it was a good idea, and in the end, they were the ones that lost out. So,
and they weren't able to do anything for years either. Like they were completely just inactive.
There's a lot of horror stories like that out there.
Yeah,
it sucks.
Yeah.
I will just let you know, Tiger Made of Lightning are going through to the final. I knew they would be, just because it's the longest name for me to write as well. I will also let you know that Villamora had an extremely good second place, and I can confirm that they will also be in the final as well. So Burn Channel still have a really good chance, but Villamora's score was better, so they are definitely in the final. I'm just going to set up the final semi-final, so give me 2 seconds. Do you want to take over again, Danny?
Yeah. So my next question is, based on your experience joining us tonight, Ryan, would you like to come back and join us
100%.
again?
I would do it anytime. Yeah, you guys rock, man. It's really cool. I love what you guys are doing. It's really hard. There's so many bands out there, and I see it too. I get sent a ton of bands, and a lot of them are great. A lot of them are okay. It's hard to get kind of through the noise, especially when you're just starting off. Maybe you've got a fan base going. Maybe you've got some good tracks, but just getting that initial momentum, getting that initial fan base going, starting to draw people at shows, it's hard to get that going. So I think what you guys are doing here is really elevating some of the better bands in different local scenes, and hopefully giving them some exposure and a little bit of a boost and a little bit of a help to get off the ground. And there needs to be more of that, because there's a lot of bands and there's just a limited amount of bandwidth out there. So I think this is a great, to use the word, curation of bands, and people that tune in are getting something special, and they're getting feedback from all types of different industry professionals. So it's really cool, guys.
It's that bridge, isn't it? And
I
want to just put a bit of it's my favorite comment. Ryan made me spend a couple of $100 tonight. They went out and bought
there we go.
They went and got the cameras. They went and did exactly what
Well done, guys.
But that's why the advice is so important.
Well
I think
done.
that's amazing. I think you guys will not regret it, and you will end up. It'll be the best purchase you make as a band. So semi-final 3 between Massfear, Screwed Ends, Project Ultimate Satan, and Those Once Loyal. You've got 2 minutes again, guys. Do not vote more than 10 times, but that vote starts now. And then we'll do the final straight after. Excuse me.
I will say shout out to all the people in the chat too that have been saying, thanks for being here. Shout out to them. Somebody asked me what my favorite Black Dahlia Murder album was. I will say it's Miasma, because I wasn't actually on that album and I didn't record it. I listened to it as strictly a fan, and they still play a lot of the songs from that album. So it's kind of it's a divisive pick, but that's my favorite EDM album.
It's probably a question I've never asked a guitarist before, actually. You know, when you listen back to an album,
I was a bass player.
Yeah, a bass guitar. I mean, this is
okay.
my thing. I just
No worries.
It's an insult.
He just lumps us all together.
You're all in the fucking same boat.
all
You
the
play,
same, it's
you play it on
strings.
there. Really cool, actually. There's a guy that supports BSB. I've known him since he was about 2 years old, right? He's now 18. And he's learning the bass, but the only way he's been given a bass is a left-handed bass. He's playing it right-handed, upside down.
Oh, wow.
How cool is that? Sorry, I just had to. I think that's you know Cameron, Danny, Cam.
Yeah.
That's Cam. Yeah. Like he started a band because he wants to come on BSB and do, and that's what he's learned. But anyway, no, I do, and I apologise to guitarists and bassists that I do this all the time. But you know, when you listen back to like a record that you've been on, like as a vocalist, I'm so hypercritical, and I actually hate listening back to my own music. Like I can't. It bugs me. Do you get the same thing as a guitarist or bassist? Like Danny,
absolutely.
To you as well.
I'll just chime in and say every album that I've ever engineered or played on, there's always some little thing where I'm like, God, this thing, I shouldn't have done that, and I should have edited this different or not put. So always, I struggle with that. I'm a perfectionist. I want everything to be perfect. So yeah, absolutely.
Danny, what about you? You get so buzzing about everything they do. Like you're such a positive person.
I do, but then when you do listen to like older tracks and you listen to older production, then it's like, I would have done that slightly differently. But then I also think on the flip side of that, everything's a learning curve.
Yep.
And that you kind of have to go through all of those stages, and you have to go through some of those iterations to get where you are today. I know it's such a cliche thing to say, but I do genuinely believe that, and I think that they're stuck in it.
Yeah, I remember there's that bit on. We've got a track out that came out last year with Jarrett Reddick from Bowling for Soup. And there's this bit where I go, where did I go wrong? And I say it kind of like and for the first 6 months after we did that track, I couldn't listen to it. I was like, that's fucking cringy. You loved it, Danny. You were like, oh, it's so cool.
Did, yeah.
I was like, nah, that's fucking disgusting. That's disgusting.
It was different.
Right, so I can confirm that winning semi-final 3, we had Screwed Ends, so they'll be in the final, and the top 2 second places we had were Villamora, who I already told you, and it's between Burn Channel and Those Once Loyal. I can confirm that Those Once Loyal got the best second place score out of any round, so they will also be in the final. So it's a final of Bitter, A Tiger Made of Lightning, Villamora, Screwed Ends, and Those Once Loyal. I'm just going to set up, Danny, you good to take over again just while I set this one up?
Yeah, I was going to say something in the chat, actually. Which band have you discovered that you didn't already come here to support, or that you weren't already with? Have you discovered this evening that you now are like into and want to hear more from?
I really like that you're asking this question to chat now, by the way. Like, I think it's such a good fucking question.
I was just like, why haven't I done that before? It's just, when I did that last week, I was like, should have done that.
And guys,
before.
we know if you're here for, like, say you're a Screwed Ends fan that's come here because of Screwed Ends, like, we get it. But, like, let us know someone else, someone that just took you by surprise that you went, yeah, I really fucking like that
that you're
band.
now a fan of.
That's what we want to know. And I will be with you guys in 2 seconds. It's A Tiger Made of Lightning. It's such a long word to spell. Plus, I'm also really like anal about using capital letters and stuff. So like everything has to look like really good. So just give me a second. Right, I'm good to go.
Yeah, lots of people saying Tiger, Villamora.
Right, well, we're going to go through those now. Track of the week is between Bitter, A Tiger Made of Lightning, Villamora, Those Once Loyal, Screwed Ends. You've got 2 minutes to vote, guys. Don't vote more than 10 times. That starts right now. But go on, Danny. I'll let you get away with the chat. Like, let us know what we've got.
Yeah, lots for Villamora, Entheogen, Screwed Ends, lots and lots for Tiger. Yeah, like, it's super cool, guys. And you guys all supporting each other as well.
Can I just quickly go to a question that was in chat? Sorry, because it's important for the round. Chase, yes, you can. It's per round, so you can vote 10 times again. So yeah, it's per round. It starts from 0 again each round. It's only per round that you can only vote 10. I just needed to get that out while the voting was happening. Yeah, I personally like Villamora. I'd already heard the track. I was working with that because we got the premiere. It's fucking massive.
Yeah,
I really like, and I think that one of the surprise acts for me tonight is Bitter, because I wasn't aware this was their debut single, And I think that
is
to
incredible.
me, like,
that is incredible.
I mean, I remember, like, obviously now when we start a new project, you're so seasoned in what you do that you've made all those stupid mistakes. But I remember, like, my first songs when I was growing up, and I cringe at that. I mean, they are cringy as well, Danny. You know about those, and Danny, I know you do the same. And we've all been in projects that we've all kind of.
And I've
like...
got to give props. I've got to give props to them for putting their song on a platform like this when it is their debut and putting it in front of someone like Ryan. Takes balls to do that, guys. So honestly, massive kudos.
Yeah. Also, all 5 of these tracks from in the final, there will be a video. Well, no, sorry, the top 4 bands from the final plus Ryan's industry pick will be going on a 5 bands you need to hear video that will go live over the weekend. We've also got our versus challenges on social media that we're now doing as well. So we'll pick some of the bands from tonight and we'll make some of those. We have got a bit of a backlog on them because I've been making those like crazy. But look out for all of that, guys. It's all just a bit of fun on there. But yeah, the top 4 bands will go forward to that as well for the 5 bands you need to hear. That is over. I can tell you that I'm going to give you the order from 5th to 1st. So in 5th, we had Bitter. In 4th, we had Those Once Loyal. In 3rd, we had Villamora. 2nd, we had A Tiger Made of Lightning. And 1st, we had Screwed Ends. So Screwed Ends are our track of the week. What is going on with your camera? It's that good that Danny disappeared.
Oh my God!
So what happened to
My
your
camera doesn't like me clapping for some reason.
Yeah, that's crazy. So yeah, huge shout out to Screwed Ends for being our track of the week. Ryan, who would you like to pick as your industry pick?
Well, I would have picked Screwed Ends, but since they won that vote, I will go with Villamora, who was absolutely astounding.
Yeah. So Screwed Ends track of the week, Villamora our industry pick. So congratulations to
and
both
special
bands.
shout out to Entheogen. I love that too. That was really awesome. Every band, honestly, huge shout out.
That's mad. I think what it is that like every band's got their own sound and it's just cool to see, and you've all got such bright futures, guys. Just keep smashing it as always, and there's always a home here for you always at BSB TV. Me and Danny are back next week. We've got Danny Wimmer Presents on Monday.
We've got Zach Evans from Danny Wimmer Presents,
and then we've got Rishi Bao from Four Chord Music on Thursday. So we've got festival week next week. It's festival week.
Yeah.
And you know how much fun we have when Rishi's on anyway. But yeah, we'll have a really good week next week. So next Tuesday and Thursday, tune in 8 p.m. UK time. Thank you to Ryan for being the best fucking guest. Thank you to all of you guys for being here in chat and the bands for submitting. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next week. Peace.